in the Democratic Party right now, you've got a real fracture. You've got the pipe-swinging progressives who were ready to, indict or impeach President Trump the moment the ink was dry on his election victory certificate. And then you've got folks like Nancy Pelosi and some of the more establishment leadership who want to have something that looks like impeachment but isn't. And so Nadler's having to manage that conflict within his own party, and the result has been a real degradation of the ability of us to be able to get a sense of where we're going. At the time when my mic was cut off, I was trying to understand why the chairman was imposing restrictions on the witness and creating conditions that really had not been created before. And in my experience, when people are unwilling or unable to stand and answer questions, it shows that their motives and their actions and their leadership has eroded. I was long a critic of Rod Rosenstein, and the reason is that he was not forthcoming with information about some of the underlying bias that seemed to pollute these investigations. I was particularly troubled that when Congress would ask for documents, under Rod Rosenstein's leadership, there would be redactions from those documents that weren't based on national security or sources and methods. It was just embarrassing stuff that the FBI didn't want the people to know. Stuff like the fact that Andrew McCabe spent $60,000 on a desk. There's no national security basis to withhold that. And so as we continued to catch Rod Rosenstein being less than forthcoming, we lost confidence in him in the Congress, and his continued service to the Department of Justice was untenable. We would not be in the position we are today absent the work of Judicial Watch. I am constantly amazed at how much power we have in the Congress and how poorly we use it. And then by contrast, a group like Judicial Watch uses the full complement of powers before the court to try to unlock truths. That's what Judicial Watch really does. And so
Absolutely.
I believe that the work of Judicial Watch will be even more important going forward, because you will see even more bogus attempts to undermine the president as we move forward. And the more transformational the change is that erupts from the Trump presidency, I think the more ludicrous the allegations will be. And that's why we need groups like Judicial Watch to go and get into court, roll up your sleeves, and litigate these questions about what the public has the right to know.